Right guys, another video, back at it again. Finally got the parts for the fuel tank. So, as you would have seen, bit of a pre-video into getting all the tank ready and everything and all up to this stage. So it's all up to this stage here, all painted, nice, clean, fresh, from how terribly bad it was. But we have parts. We have a fuel pump, we have a breather valve for the top of the tank, and we have another breather valve for the top of the tank. We have a fuel tank gasket, another fuel tank gasket, fuel filler neck gasket. We have the brake booster master cylinder gasket, which I was waffling on about in an earlier video when I installed the booster. I have the brake master cylinder grommets for the reservoir. I have some new steering rack bushes, grommets, whatever you want to call them, and some new steering boot racks, because I need to start working on the steering rack next. So after all this is done, so I got to get the steering rack in so I can get all the steering set up in the car. That way then when the motor goes in, I'm not trying to get a steering rack into that firewall with a freshly painted motor and parts. So that's all that. So we are pretty much at the point where we need to start installing parts on this tank. Now, these things here are the rollover valves. So if the car goes upside down, these shut and stop fuel coming out of the tank. So theoretically, that's what they're for. Now they go into here and here, and then they breathe through that line there up to the front of the car to the charcoal canister, which I've got to work out what to do with that to try and make it look better. But the good thing is, with these, they only go in one way. So this one has tabs on both sides. This one, with the little thing on it, has only tabs closer together to one side. So when you bring this one over to the tank, this has got an ovalized slot. This will not go into this slot at all. But we have the slot here, and that one sits in there nicely. And then we have this one here, which goes in there nicely, which will be these bad boys. So we got, for those who are looking to do this, this is what you've got. This is your genuine part number for this bad boy near the filler neck and filler breather line. So all you at the back of the tank, towards the back of the car. Then we have this one. Haven't checked to see if these fit yet, they're still in the packet, so as long as they fit. So that is the one for next to the fuel pump. So there's that. So I'll go ahead and get these out of the packet and then make sure that they fit. Okay, so we've got factory fuel pump set up, new fuel pump, new strainer, filter, new hose, fuel hose, brand new fuel hose, clips to replace those average ones, O-ring, I'm sure that's for the bottom, foot for in there, clip for the strainer to go onto the bottom of the pump. So done this a few times, usually upgrading pump, but this time I'm just doing a standard fuel pump install, nothing too crazy. I like exactly where to put the clip for that one, which is right inside of here, and it's awkward because I'm trying to do it so you guys can see it. I think I'll pull this out of here. No, I won't. Okay. Now herein lies the eternal struggle that is getting the fuel pump released. Alright, so we've got a heap of line there, which is cool. Right, let's get these gangly clamps off. Just find a way into this setup to get the clamp off enough. Right, I'm going to get a bit ruthless here because I have new fuel hose. And if I can find that, right there. New hose, new pump. Let's get this pump out of here with as minimal fuss as we can, because I don't feel like spending all day pulling a fuel pump out of housing. Okay. There we go. Release the pump. We can access that. So that is the old fuel pump. Let's hope that this new fuel pump fits. I'm not going to spend this code. Alright. Right, new fuel pump there. Cool. Genuinely different. That's sick. That always makes me happy. But by the looks of things, I've compensated with a larger rubber foot. So I reckon that was it. So that's it. Cool. Nothing is ever the same. Ever. Alright, so the strainer goes on. After you pull the bung out of it, of course. Strainer on. And then a little circlip goes on here. Onto there like so. Yeah, alright, good times. Nothing ever fits like it should. $5 as that falls off and ends up in the tank somewhere. Let's hope I'm wrong. I always hope I'm wrong when I bet these things. Oh, that's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. Okay. Got a rubber foot on. So now we've got the circlip on, foot on, rubber foot on. Cool. Okay, let's take this vast array of clamps off. Unnecessary clamps off. Let's take our fuel hose off, and then we match him up. Match him up and slice. Now we got a fuel hose. Slide that bad boy on there. These are a lot easier because I can release these enough to slide the hose around. I will put them on that way there, because if I put them on this way, running the risk of hitting that, and I don't want to hit that because there's electricity going into that. So if I put them on that way, everything clears nicely. God, I hope this plug pokes in. Oh my god, I just plugged the old pump in. I was like, yeah, it fits. And I just plugged the old pump in. Get out of here. Yay, it fits. Okay, cool. Cool, cool. Alright, I am being summoned by the small human, whose bedtime it is, so we will return. Right, we are back. I have put the smallest of 2 humans into bed. So let's get this pump fitted. A little bit of a tricky one. Right, let's try slide that onto there. These things are always different. Some work nicely, some want to be put together a different way, and some just test your patience. Jeez Louise, that is why that one does not want to go on that way. Wowzers. That was actually a mission to push that on. So that was not going on that way, the other way that I was trying to do it. Because that was super tight. Alright, make sure the foot's on good. Alright. Going up and in there. Beautiful. Give the pump a little spin to get it in the locator foot. That one goes in. Okay, that one's in. That one's in. Any vibration mount's good. How much pop we in? Into right here. I can feel it. Just give it a little bit more up. Okay. Now we can tighten him up. That's still recording. Sometimes my camera has a moment where it doesn't want to record and stops. So I have to check it every now and then. I will be buying a new camera. It's not yet. Okay, that is the wrong size for that one. It's the right size for another one. So let's get some tools going. Now, you guys are still in view. Yep. This is all self-filmed stunts, so you guys have just got to bear with me sometimes, because I do my own tricks. Just get that one up just a touch more. Make sure it's got a nice seal on that pump. Make sure it's not hitting any wiring or anything silly like that. Beautiful. Alright, that is one installed fuel pump. Strainer is on, fuel pump is in, everything is working nicely. Very good. That was simple, very simple. Love it when simple things work. As you can see, that one's a bit old and cruddy. I think this has had a replacement pump in it. Okay, cool. Well, this is a genuine one. So there we go. It's genuine Nippon as it gets. Genuine Denso. Alright, cool. Let's put this in. Alright guys, that's another video done. Fuel tank is in the car, looking really good. Pretty stoked with that. It's all looking great. So come up here, we've got the fuel tank in. We've got the filler breather line in. We've got the fuel filler all set up in there. Come around, fuel filler neck's in. We go up here. That's all in there. I have painted around that so I can bolt it in. So when the car gets painted, I don't have to worry about that part. It's all done so I can fill the tank up and everything. But fuel filler is all done. All the lines over here are done. New rubber hoses and everything, new pump in there, and all the rest. So pretty stoked with that. That gets the car very close to being rolling. I just got to bolt the hubs in. So I'm not going to bother making a video on me bolting the hubs in because I've only got to come out again anyway. There'll be a video later on when I work the hubs out. So for now I'll just bolt them in so I can get the whip back wheels back on it. And yeah, it's starting to get somewhere. So next step is onto the steering rack. So steering rack will be next in line. Get that done and bolted in, so then I can put the steering column back in. So I've got steering, and then engine. So that'll all be happening very soon. So I'll be kind of working on the steering rack and motor at the same time, and getting all that done and fit up. So we've started getting some things bolted in. Got the shifter cable put in because that needs to go in before the rack. So all these things can go in at different times, but just while I can get to things, get them bolted in there nice and sorted out. So alright, well that's it for this one. Let's see what else we get up to in the meantime, but that'll be it for this. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, catch us on the next one. See ya.